What's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Okay, now I got some good videos coming for y'all, and two of them made a mistake and popped off, and I don't even know how it happened. So some of y'all got a taste of that. but I got some really good videos coming for you that I think that you're gonna find entertaining. But today, I got one of my famous story times. This is real. Okay. Now, on Sunday, St. Patrick's Day weekend. Oh, I always forget to say, share, like, and subscribe. And you know I like your comments. And I want to know your comments on this one. So you're going to get 2 story times with this video. So get yourself some water, whatever, and relax. If you can't hear me, please turn up the volume. And yes, I am working on that situation. So day one, Sunday. I'm at work and I'm just like, all right, you know, everything's going smooth. And then all of a sudden, one of my a worker that works in the same vicinity that I work in, whole different shop, same vicinity, came and said, Dalton, came into my job, Dalton, there's 3 police officers circling your car. And first, I thought she was joking until I saw the look in her eyes. And I said, say what now? So I go out and I see 3 police officers circling my car. You know, and they had, each one had their own like black SUV. They had parked it down there. They're standing up there. One of them's checking out my car, the other one's checking out my tags. So I'm walking up there to them. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He said, yeah, I think we got a stolen car. I said, no, that's my car. You know? And he said, oh, this is your car? He said, but it looked like it might have been stolen because, well, I bought it from an auction. And when they went at the auction, they took out the stereo, but they took out everything around it. So you got this big gaping hole that looked like somebody had broken in, ripped out the stereo, went there and you know, could start the car up if they know what they're doing. So I'm like, so I was rapping to him, I explained everything. And and I could tell like one of the guys was training the other 2. You know, and once he got all the information from me, he was like, okay, it's cool. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with this. But they had already ran my tags. He said, your tags look like they're good, you know, for another month. I said, yeah, you know. And he was like, okay, all right. So after all that, now, lo and behold, when all of this is happening, some regular people that I know pop up and happen to come into the job. Right as I'm dealing with the police. And one of them was a little blabbermouth. I already knew. I was like, oh, God. And the more I try to tell them, no, ain't nothing, you know, I'm not driving, I'm not riding dirty or nothing like that. You know, more I try to tell them, more they can give me a side eye. Oh, Dalton, okay, you must have got something going on, man. You know, and I'm a private person. Yeah, I have a YouTube video, but what I express and what I show you is just a touch of my life in a small aspect, and the rest is private. So it also could have been what they call a swatting incident. Now, recently, I've got more viewers, more than I thought I was going to get. I got a lot more viewers. on my YouTube channel. So a lot of times too, people know you. They may know your car. They could be jealous of you, okay? Or think that they could be jealous of you and think that you do dirty things because they don't know nothing about you, especially when you're private. Or they just, they're jealous, envious, and they do something called swatting. Swatting is illegal. But basically what it is they try to use law enforcement to harass you by calling in false claims. And I could have got swatted. It's a good chance because my views have been going up, which means people from other countries could do it to you, people from your same city, people who know you, people you used to be friends with and are not friends with anymore could do it to you. So, and it happens. You can look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on Google. Okay, and that's what swatting is. So, it's a good chance I got swatted. Okay, now this was on Sunday on, St. Patrick's Day weekend. Okay, so they did it at a perfect time because there's more on the weekends like that, especially partying weekends. That's known for partying. There's more law enforcement on the ground. So whoever thought this out, they thought it out good. So so you get that going on. I go home, everything's cool. I go to sleep. Come back the next day, I had to take care of some business before I got to work. So I had to pay some bills, right? Now this is Monday, okay? Sunday is when we had the swatting call, and the cops all around. Monday, I go to my nearest Walmart so I can use their money center because I had to pay these bills, and they, most of them are well trained and it goes quick. They know what they're doing, even if you might not know completely. They know. That's one thing I do like about Walmart Money Center. I've always got great help from Walmart Money Center. Okay, I have. So I'm up there taking care of business, paying off some bills and stuff, taking care of business. And then I had to buy some stuff for me, and then I had to buy some other stuff for someone else, right? So I'm walking around doing all this other stuff. And I kept having this funny feeling that I was being watched. So, yes. And it's not what you think, so hold on. So I was like, I missed breakfast, and I needed to get something in my stomach, because I know my doctors told me I always try to eat something for breakfast, because I can get deep lost into doing something and totally miss breakfast, even lunch, okay? So I was like, okay, let me get this kind of brunch, And so I went up to Walmart, and if you know Walmart, they got some really good stuff, especially, I like their chicken wings. It's got ranch chicken wings. Oh my God. Okay, but I'm sitting up there. A lady is in front of me. A man's in front of her. He gets taken care of. Lady's in front of me. All of a sudden, this brother comes up, and he's looking around, and I feel like he's checking me out. And I want you to stand straight. So I feel like he's checking me out or something. I was like, no, maybe it's my imagination, right? So he goes around and he looks in the cooler while we're waiting, and he kind of starts staring at me up and down. So then he goes on the other side, looks in that cooler, and next thing I know, he's kind of looking at me from that side. So then he's a little bit closer after this lady in front of me got done, was getting ready to get done. He was a little bit closer, right? So he looks at me, and I had to write it down because I didn't know what the hell this meant. He looks at me and says, in his weird way, he says, so what you working with? Now, I want you to understand, I don't get into slang and shit, so I didn't understand what the hell he's talking about. Okay? So I said, I said, I looked at him, I was like, I don't know. I checked around, looking at the food and stuff. I didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So I go up there, get myself some chicken fingers and stuff. So I had about 1-2 more things. Because like I said, I was buying stuff for myself and someone else. So I bought 1-2 more things. And I went and I started to go to this checkout. But they were just, Walmart wasn't overly packed at all. Okay, so whatever boycott, whatever's going on is working. Because it wasn't overly packed, but it was enough people that made it an enjoyable experience. Okay? And that you could get help if you need it. You didn't have to wait in a long line. I like that. So I decided, let me go to self-checkout. So this woman, she's in one area. She's finished. She's doing her checkout. And there was an open one. So I went to that one. And I was checking out stuff, myself. And then I had to stop and then use money for someone else that I bought for stuff for someone else. Lo and behold, as I'm about to finish up the second order, right? The woman leaves, and the same freaking guy walks up to the one next to me and starts checking the stuff out. And he's eyeing my order. He's eyeing what, he's looking at me eyeing it. I'm not saying nothing to the guy, right? So he goes and check out and walks away, kind of looking at me and walks out. And, he reminded me of one of them down low brothers. He's a black guy. And in the state of Pittsburgh, I hate to say this, but you got a lot of down low brothers. And if you don't know what down low means, that's black guys that get into the P. Diddy or get into behind closed doors, get into other men, especially other black men. But in front, they act like they're macho, watching football games, working out and stuff like that, maybe even dating a girl. But behind closed doors, they're on the down low. They're really trying to get men. And he reminded me of that. Because I ran into that a couple times, and I had to set the people straight, the guys straight. Most of them were brothers here in the state of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA. Okay? And that's what you remind me of. One of those down lows. Okay? I was like, and when I got to work, I told my manager, she just started laughing. And our other friend that I work with, and she just died. And she goes, what in the hell is going on? I said, I have no idea. And they just started picking on me. I told her all about it. I said, it's just ridiculous. And I had a friend of mine, the next day I was off. It was on Tuesday. And a friend of mine wanted me to go out. And I said, no, I ain't going nowhere. Nope. We ain't going to have 3 days of this BS. So, yeah. That actually happened, right? Recently. Crazy, right? Crazy as story time. But it happened to me. My life, right? I remember that brother came in there. He reminded me of a down low brother. Come in there. He said something to me like Milky. Called me Milky. I said, what? He said, oh, no, I made a mistake. I was going to call you Milk Duds. I told him, I said, let me tell you something, man. Okay. First, I'm straight. Second, two straight black men don't go around calling each other Milky or Milk Duds. Okay. Oh, I'm straight. I ain't like that. I said, I didn't say you were. I'm just letting you straight. I'm just telling you how it is. So don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? I said, we're cool, but don't do it again. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. The world's getting crazier about a minute. Peace.